Hello, everybody. Will Byington back with another episode of My Three Things, my brand new podcast where each week I introduce you to an athlete, musician, rock star, author, influencer, just about anybody who's got three things to share. What they're watching, what they're reading, what they're listening to, whatever it is getting them through these crazy days, or maybe it's my own. Whatever it is, hopefully it turns you on to your new favorite thing. It's My Three Things, found wherever podcasts are found. You can download it or watch it on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and just about anywhere else you can find it. If you're watching on YouTube, for example, please click the subscribe button down below. Let us know what you think as well. Give us a review and share it with your friends. Hashtag My Three Things Podcast. That's the way to share it. Please spread the word. I'd love your feedback as well. Thanks for tuning in again, as always, my friends, on My Three Things. This week, I'm thrilled to introduce you to one of my favorite musicians. This band formed in 1988 in Omaha, Nebraska, made up of Nick Hexum, S.A. Martinez, Tim Mahoney, Chad Sexton, and the one and only Aaron Pnut Wills. That's right, from 311. Please welcome to My Three Things, Pnut. Pnut, what's up, my friend?
Not too much. Just chilling, just enjoying the day. Like I said, we're going to start doing rehearsals, getting ready for this. What is our fifth live stream?
Y'all been killing it from your studio out there in California. So you're doing Sound System, your album that's 23 years old. Is that right?
It came out in 99, so 22 years old.
Yeah, 22. That's right. I'm bad at math.
Like
I'm bad at math. And what can viewers expect when they tune in this coming weekend?
You know, I mean, if you know the band and you know the album, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. We haven't talked about any B-sides or anything yet, but we have some cool B-sides that were attached to this album, and lots of fans think that some of our B-sides are some of our best, efforts at creating, organized noise. And so it's always fun to just chop it up with the band and figure out what we collectively think is the right move to make.
Awesome. I'm going to put the link down below so people can easily get their tickets. I saw you even have merchandise to go along with it. Pretty awesome what y'all are doing with all this. Any talk of when we'll be able to see any live shows in the works for this summer or fall?
There are live shows on the books, kind of like very late summer, but hopefully it'll happen. But we just kind of got to wait and see. We don't want to be jumping the gun and causing a break. That's the last thing we want. But enough about me. What are you up to?
Oh man, just trying to keep busy for the time being. All the 6-man cruises are on hold. We're hoping to get those going again this fall. Get back out to sea. And I started this podcast and just trying to evolve and stay interested, just trying to find different ways to keep myself and mind creative as all the photography gigs have kind of dried up. So that's kind of, making the most of these days.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's so tough. We've all been kind of stunted in our creative lives, and yeah, you just got to stay creative to be creative, especially when what we're used to doing has been, halted, albeit temporarily.
Yeah,
everything's going to open back up. I can feign optimism. I think that's the best I'm capable of. But I really do think it's happening, and I know everyone's so excited. I'm waiting for that first wave of excitement from the fans.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't imagine the energy that'll happen at that first 311 show when y'all come out on stage. Just everybody's going to erupt. It's amazing. Well, let's get into it. So the whole idea behind My Three Things is while we are still having these crazy days, we all have to have things that get us by, get us through. And I feel like everybody, it's what I've missed most over the last year is the idea of sitting at a bar next to the bartender or someone new that you meet, and they share what they're rocking out to, what they're watching, what they're listening to, what they're reading. I think we missed that connection. So that's what kind of inspired this. And I thought there's nobody better than Pnut to share three things. So what's number one? What's number one on your list?
I mean, yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's so funny how there's like these kind of blind spots on even something you're like present tense, terribly passionate about. I was like, oh yeah, I can't even believe I forgot about that. So it's, but mostly I'm really been getting into like F1 racing from the Netflix special Drive to Survive.
These guys have an almost fighter pilot mentality, and that's what separates them from mere mortals.
All I ever do is pray for a safe race. I never thought that I'd be there one day watching my son.
For me, it's heart attack after heart attack.
Are you okay, Nico?
Yeah, there's fire. There's fire.
I love the danger, that adrenaline and that excitement.
They have crashed! They've gone into each other!
I'll do anything I can to get the best results possible. I'm not worried about dying.
That shit is incredible. That is, it's so much fun to watch, and I love the personalities there within, and I love the aerials that they use when they're making the production. Having like a helicopter shot of Belgium to kind of get you ready for this 220-mile-an-hour race with these alphas that aren't afraid to die and have a huge like fuck you attitude with each other, even though they have to run into each other every week. It's just mesmerizing. I've been obsessed with it over the last like couple of weeks.
So I just heard about that Drive to Survive, and it like from what I hear, they go into the drivers' stories, they go into behind the scenes at the tracks, and they show it all, don't they?
Yeah, and the business, and the hurt feelings, and the joy, and the people that are in the front of the pack have their own kind of race going on, and the people in the mid pack have a race going on, and people at the end are just trying to rise up. And God, it's so much money, 100 people each. Similar to people get infatuated with the personalities and the gear and the outfits, and they represent their crew, and a little different. It made it see some of the drivers up on that stage where we play, and knowing that that track is there when we play, and it's just a proper gig that has this awesome track around it. It just made it all together too real and really exciting, and I could smell it when they were there. I was like, oh gosh, I miss Austin.
And I've heard Austin. I've heard that's one of the craziest tracks. Well, that's awesome. Have you ever gotten to drive one of those cars? Would you want to drive one of the cars if you could?
I would not want to drive one of those cars. I would drive something else. I've taken a racing course through the good people at Skip Barber, and I've been on track at Laguna Seca, and that was one of the funnest for 5 hours of my life. Ended up sore, freshing the brake and smashing the accelerator and trying to like pin myself in the seat and not be thrown around because of loss of torque with involved. And yeah, there's nothing like it. It's amazing. But yeah, I kind of leave that to the professionals. It's so dangerous. I mean, I had a Tesla Roadster right when they came out, and I thought that thing was going to kill me, so I sold it. So I can be passively excited about speed, but yeah, it's so dangerous. I'd rather watch it from afar. But I really do want to see, one of the races in person.
That's awesome. So what's number two? What's number two on your list?
Well, number two is kind of similar. I'm racing online I'm doing Gran Turismo Sport. And racing slow cars with people all over the world, mostly in the Western Hemisphere. And it's really cool. You know, you'll see like the Colombian flag and chorus of Americans in there. It's just so much fun. That kind of fun.
So, and what do you play that on? Gran Turismo? What system do you play that on?
I'm playing that on a PlayStation right now.
Oh, nice.
And it's just it's been a new obsession, pretty much right in line with watching Drive to Survive. So, you know, you think about the track and you get used to the car, and the races change every week, and you see the same kind of people in there. There's a little community of nerdy home, you know, sim racers, and it's a blast. I've been really enjoying that. It's a nice way to, you know, I can't call it relaxing because I get hyped up doing it, but it's that there's a performance aspect to it that I think I gel with, since I'm you know, I love being on stage and all that. There's a blend of those two that work with my my musical mind and the performance that I miss so dearly.
So Pnut's got a need for speed lately. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and you know, the cheaper the better.
So that's awesome.
I don't want to wreck anything and have to pay for it.
No, not so much.
And I go through tires in real life.
And all right, what's number 3?
And the third thing, I've like fallen into this just love affair with learning cover songs. That much to this YouTube solutions. Cover solutions.
Cover solutions. Cover solutions on YouTube.
Yeah. One word. I don't know exactly where he's at. He's over in Europe somewhere. He's got tons of. He can play anything, and very, very well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. When I first, I think the first thing I found was I was learning a bunch of Arctic Monkeys songs.
Oh, nice.
Always cool bass lines and something about it. Just, you know, they're huge. They're a rock band. So these are two kind of rare things in our modern times.
I said he's a scumbag, don't you know?
So I kind of had to figure out what they were doing, and he made it all the way easy. It was like the golden ticket to figuring out these songs. And then I started doing research on what are the hardest bass lines to learn. And one of them is I Want You Back. Okay. I Want You Back by the Jacksons. It's an incredible bass line. And then Rio by Duran Duran is another one. It's just like, if you can play this, you can play, you know, almost anything. And I'm learning Cult of Personality by Living Colour, which is really, really fucking hard.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool, though. I bet you could put a cool spin on that, though. Sounds like you got maybe a cover set in your future, you know, just covers by Pnut.
It's hard to get the guys in the band all together on one page. Yeah, but yeah, I can do it on my own. I'm exploring those ideas. I'm exploring whatever. Thinking about teaching here and there since I've got the time, and I know there's people out there that want to learn how to play, the way I play. So,
are you? I guess the one question though is, are you going to teach them? Are you going to be able to teach them how to jump also? Because you got some mad hops when you're on stage. That might be just as tough.
It would be. The funny thing, I can't do it without a bass. I mean, I'd have to write down, or like when I was in high school and triple jumping, I would look at the individual pictures, like the stills of someone getting ready to do a triple jump or a long jump. And you can see their body getting set up and what dominant foot they have. I would have to do something like that. Maybe that's something we could do together. We could do like a pictorial of how to get ready for the grasshopper jump.
I'm in.
Mark Hoppus gave it the title.
Well, Pnut, I'm going to let you get back to rehearsing. I don't want you to hold up the band. You got the big live stream coming up. Again, I'm going to release this just a few days before it, so I'll put the links to the show. And man, thanks so much for taking a minute to share your three things. I love it, and maybe we'll catch you out at a racetrack soon.
Oh, that would be so great. Yeah, thanks for thinking of me, and sorry that it was a little intermittent.
Hey, technology happens. Pnut, hopefully we'll see you on the cruise ship again. Also, I think I've heard rumors talk of that happening one of these days again. And dude, it's just always good to see you. You're one of my favorites.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see how it goes. I'll be patiently waiting.
My friend, we'll see you down the road soon. Thank you.
Right on. Take care.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks so much, Pnut, for being here on My Three Things. I'd like to apologize. Had some major technical difficulties and connectivity issues. Hopefully you got the points. He shared some brilliant things. I'll be sharing the links down below for all of the things that Pnut mentioned, so you can hopefully track those down and check them out. And please be sure to check out the 311 Sound System live stream coming up this weekend. The link's here as well for that. Until next time, thanks so much for checking out My Three Things. Please, as always, as I've mentioned, give us a review. Give us some 5 stars, hopefully, if you're enjoying it. Also, please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Share it with us. Also, your 3 things that you're getting into and getting you by. My Three Things Podcast. That's the hashtag. Hashtag My Three Things Podcast. Please share it. Check it out. Share it with your friends. And until next time, we'll see you around. My Three Things. Take care.